video, I'm going to show you and walk you through how to get your next 10 high-paying clients in the next 30 days. Now, if you want to shortcut this and get the 4-step document in detail with an explainer video, just drop a line in the comment and I'll send that PDF document to you. Hi, my name is Raghu Reddy, an MDRT, COT, TOT business growth expert. Since 2012, I've helped thousands of advisors around the world to build a highly profitable financial advisory practice by showing them and implementing predictable systems inside their business that's helping them to get consistent qualified appointments booked on their calendar consistently every single week and close more sales and bigger case sizes and get high-paying clients and high net worth clients consistently every single month and reach their goals and even reach MDRT, COT, or even TOT fast. So let's dive into the 4 steps. So step number 1 is to connect. And the most important in this step is to create rapport. But here's the biggest mistake that most advisors make. In order to get appointments, they either try to do cold calling, or when they connect, they try to do cold messaging, or even they may be doing door knocking, or maybe just depending on referrals, or maybe even they're doing roadshows. Now here's the question we need to ask ourselves. Who do people buy from? Well, people buy from whom they know, like, and trust. Now, if you're using any one of these processes, they don't know you, they don't like you, or they don't trust you. So we are basically wasting our valuable time if we're using any one of these procedures. Because ultimately, even if we have an appointment, you'll spend a lot of time trying to explain your products and not even close the sale, or maybe we'll end up closing a low case size. So these steps are not consistent. So the step number 1 is to connect and create rapport. And what do I mean by that is to just find out who they are. Now, when we meet somebody, we say, hi, how do you do? What do you do? And that's exactly what we need to do in step number 1. And that brings us to step number 2. So step number 2 is to communicate effectively. Now, we have to structure our communication to what people really want. And we must not be communicating to what they need, because if we communicate to what they need, they don't buy. Like when we ask people to buy insurance, they don't buy. So it's important that we structure our communication to what people really want. So what is that our client wants? Well, here's what our client wants. Our client wants to feel secure about their financial future. They want to have peace of mind, knowing that if anything like unforeseen event happens in their life, it's taken care. That's what they want. But in order to give them what they want, first of all, we need to educate the potential client or an existing client or anybody about the financial risks in their life. And that's the most important thing. So we must educate. We must educate them about the financial risks in their life and then show them how to take care of those financial risks, so how they can mitigate those financial risks so that they can feel secure about their financial future. And that brings us to step number 3. Step number 3 is to convey our message. To convey our message of how we can help them mitigate those financial risks. So the offer here is to help and not to sell. Now, here's the biggest mistake that most financial advisors make. They try to sell a product or pitch a plan. And that's the biggest mistake. So in step number 2, when we communicate to what they really want and educate them about the financial risks in their life and show them how to take care of those financial risks, then they would be engaging with us, and they not only know us now, but they also like us because we are educating them. We're educating the potential client. And when we have that engagement, that brings us into the next step, that's step number 3, where now we can have a conversation. When we have the engagement, we can then have a conversation with them and offer them our help to educate about how to take care of those financial risks, how to mitigate those financial risks in their life. And that's when we could have a qualified appointment with people that's interested. So step number 3 is to offer help to educate how to take care of those financial risks. It could be virtual or an in-person meeting with a potential client. And that brings us to step number 4, where now we convert that appointment into a closed case. Now, in order to convert that appointment into a closed case, again, here, what we must be doing is we must be diagnosing the case. Like, we need to use a diagnostic approach where we educate the potential client about the financial risks in their life and see what they have already addressed and taken care, and show them the potential financial risks they are exposed to, and find out what they want to take care of at that point of time, and then provide a solution to that problem. Just like a surgeon, do a diagnosis and then provide a solution. Now, when we follow these 4 steps, this is the fastest way to close more sales and even bigger case sizes. So if you want the 4-step document with more details and an explainer video, just comment below clients and I will send you the document.